guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I do all kinds of different things such as witchy unboxings. I do chatty little videos about things that are on my mind. I do a candle review series. I also do tons of stuff in the fall months, and I have a bunch of stuff coming up this summer. Some of it is coming up very shortly actually. So if you're into any of that kind of stuff, please subscribe down below. And today's video is about the Witch's Roots box. If you do not know what the Witch's Roots is, it is a pagan-based subscription box. This one in particular is based usually around an herb. They also have two other tiers through this site, which is the Witch's Moon and the Witch's Bounty. This is the lowest tiered one, and this one is $29 a month. Now, I did not get this as a gift. I am not being sponsored at all. I paid for this with my own money. All of my opinions are my own. I just really like this box and would like to share it with you guys. This is the August box. Now, the theme for August's box is the deepest peace. So I'm excited to see what the deepest peace entails. I'm not quite sure what that could possibly mean, but I guess we will find out shortly. Now, I have been getting this box for over a year now, and I really enjoy this one. I think it's worth the price point. So let's see here. This is usually what it looks like when you open it up. This is our table of contents, which I'm going to set off to the side. We're going to look at this last. So the first thing we have on top of the box is a Book of Shadows piece. They always send really beautiful artwork for these boxes. I'm sorry if you can hear the meowing in the background. It is my cat Luna. She is apparently wanting attention. But anyways, so this one is about the chakras. So it's got about each one of them, and it's got just a little bit of information on each of them, not a ton. But again, as I said, it's really beautiful artwork. I will hold that still. Hopefully you guys can get a good look at it. Then next up we have this month's herb, which is going to be white tea. So of course they always send some Herbal Grimoire artwork as well for that. And this one's in a plastic sheet, but hopefully you guys can see that quite well. Let me see here. Sorry, the glare from the light. So there is that. Again, these are always really beautiful. Next up we have the actual pouch of the herb, and this one is white tea. I do want to smell this. I like the smell of tea, so yeah, I love the smell of white tea. Now, as I've mentioned before, but just in case you are new to my channel, these labels that they put on these baggies, they come off this really easy. So if you're someone who has like jars you want to keep your herbs in so they stay fresher longer, these peel off super easy and don't usually tear. I always end up replacing my own labels with these as well because I really like the way they look and I want everything to look cohesive, so shortly over time I'll probably have all these labels. Let's see. Next up we have the oil for the month. Now they almost always send you an oil, and this one is Ease and Alignment Magical Anointing Oil. Let me actually shake that up before I try to smell it. I've definitely made that mistake before where it smells considerably different after you shake it. So it's not a super strong smell, so it's kind of hard for me to pick up what's in here. Maybe if I... Definitely something floral in this oil. It's very light, whatever it is. It's not very overpowering, which, you know, I don't particularly care for too much of a perfumey smell because it usually gives me a headache. Whatever this is, I like it. It's very light. But there is that. Then next up, we have the incense for this month, and it is Unblock. Let's see what Unblock smells like. It almost smells like vanilla. Hold on, let me actually get one out. Actually, this is gonna sound really odd, but this smells like Play-Doh to me. Does that make sense? Like, you know, Play-Doh has like a sweet but salty smell. I know that's probably a really weird reference, but that's kind of what it smells like to me. It smells like I'm smelling a jar of Play-Doh. That's really odd. I don't know how I feel about that. Anyways, moving on. First of all, I like the color of this bag. It's coming up very gray on camera, but it's got like a blue tint to it almost. I'm assuming this is our stone for the month. And if I had to guess, I want to say this is Amazonite. It's a little bit rutilated on one side, but it's a little heart. I feel like I've been getting a lot of heart-shaped stones in boxes lately, and I don't particularly know why, but I'd prefer them to be in their rough state, to be honest. I don't really care for tumbled stones as much as I do rough stones, and not just rough stones, but like really cool clustery stones. I don't really care for like the polished look of stones. I kind of like them in their natural as they are state. I do have some carved ones and I don't mind them, but I just prefer them to be their natural shape. Then we have two items left. Look at the biggest one last. So this is our next item in this purple bag. and it is a necklace. I feel like this box always gives you a lot of jewelry. Not that I'm complaining, but I don't usually wear a ton. I will on occasion, but it's very beautiful, and it is pewter. There's a little goddess symbol and a sun and a moon and some stars. And then on the back it says, I am at peace with myself and my world. So there's that. And again, I usually try to take pictures of the smaller stuff that I get in these boxes and put them on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, I will have a picture of this posted either the day of or the day after that I post the video. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely subscribe to my, or definitely follow me on Instagram. That is very pretty. I do like that. Now I'm noticing they didn't give us a hand-rolled beeswax candle. They usually always do. That's kind of weird. I don't know if I'm missing it or if it's just not in this month's box, but here's the last item. And I'm assuming it's going to have to do with our chakras. Let me get it out of this bubble wrap. Okay, so it appears we have 7 chime candles and one of these cheap little tin holders. I will say I'm not a fan of getting this as one of the items, to be completely honest with you. I have so many chime candles and they are so cheap to pick up. The metaphysical shops by me usually carry these for like 3 or 4 for $1. So they're very cheap, and then even these are only like $1 or $2. So I mean, I guess a lot of people probably don't have these, and especially if you're in an area where you don't really have a metaphysical shop near you, these could be helpful. And it is cool that they gave you one for each chakra, although I'm noticing a couple of these are broken in half. Like this one's broken in half, so I don't even think I can really use that one. I wouldn't feel comfortable lighting it anyways because I'd be afraid it would fall out over. So yeah, like I said, I have a ton of these, so I'm not really happy that this is one of the items, especially since personally I really prefer those hand-rolled beeswax candles over these. They burn so nice, and since you can add your own herbs and oils in it so easily without it falling out, yeah, I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But that is the last item in the box, so we will get this pamphlet out now and we will go over it, and I'll find out if we were supposed to get a beeswax candle or not. I'm assuming not because you're getting candles, but we will see here. So as I said before, this month's theme is the deepest peace. The first item that they have listed is the Baggie of White Tea. I do love that they give you a pretty decent amount of these herbs, and again, I like that the labels are transferable. So there is that item. Then the next item they have listed is the White Tea Herbal Grimoire artwork. Again, they always have such beautiful artwork, and I end up putting these in my Herbal Grimoire and my Book of Shadows. I definitely use these. Then we have the Goddess of Peace pendant and chain. That was that beautiful necklace. Again, if you would like to see a better picture of this, check out my Instagram. It is linked in the description, as well as it should be somewhere else on my channel as well if you're interested. Then next up we have the Amazonite heart, which I'm glad I was correct about that. I definitely like that it's rutilated. I don't know if that all of them will be that way, but pretty cool. Then next they have listed the set of 7 chakra candles with a candle holder. I also think it's funny that they give you the 7 candles to do chakra work, and I guess if you're doing it individually it doesn't matter, but if you were trying to do them all at once for like an alignment ritual or anything like that, this isn't going to do you that good, because I mean, you got 7 of them, but if you're burning them one at a time, I suppose that is fine. But again, I'm kind of disappointed that this was an item. This is a very cheap item that I feel like is fairly easy to get, and I honestly just don't really care for the way these burn, and the fact that one of them is broken I'm not too happy about. But I do have a huge box of these, so I didn't even need these to begin with, and I would say I would give these away, but considering one's broken, I don't know, maybe I'll reach out to them, maybe I won't. I don't know if it's worth reaching out to them because that's like a quarter, so I don't even know if it's worth waiting for a replacement for that. But again, I'm kind of disappointed that this is their like big chakra related item. I feel like there's so many other things that could have been done for chakras, or I would have even probably preferred like one individual pillar candle that was multicolored. But yeah, so I'm not too thrilled with those. That is that item. Then we have our Chakra Book of Shadows artwork. That is that. Then we have our Ease and Alignment Magical Anointing Oil. Let's see what was in the oil. It has white tea, ginger, lemon. Really? White tea, ginger, and lemon. I'm actually surprised at that. There's something very floral smelling in this. I guess it could be the white tea, but honestly it smells like flowers, like very light flowers. And of course there's also Lumerian quartz in here. I don't mind this oil at all. I'm actually a big fan of this. I don't smell ginger or lemon in it though, so I'm kind of confused, but that's what they say is in there. That's what they say is in there. And then of course we've got the Unblock Ritual Incense. It says fragrant ritual incense sticks. They weren't too fragrant to me, honestly. They just smell like Play-Doh. I don't know if that's just me and maybe my smelling's off today since I couldn't smell the stuff that's in that. Quite possible. But that is the incense. Again, like I said before, I don't like that they don't list what scents are in this specifically. I feel like they should, but you know, it's whatever. So there is those, and that was the last item in the box. I've got to say, to be quite frank with you, this is probably the first box from them that I've been disappointed. Overall, for the most part, I usually always love everything I get in these boxes. I always find everything that I get to be super helpful or things that I actually need. I am a bit disappointed in this. I would have much rather they give us the regular hand-rolled beeswax candle and be done with it. I don't really care for those chime candles. I know a lot of people use them in rituals, but I'm not a fan of them. I never have been, but it is what it is. That's the item for the month. That's the item for the month. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this month's box. I obviously still like it because I like all their boxes. I'm just a bit disappointed. I hope that my disappointment isn't showing off as completely being upset about it. I'm not. I do like the necklace is gorgeous. I love the piece of Amazonite, especially since it's rutilated. I think it's really pretty. The artwork is always phenomenal on the pages. I really like the oil. I'm kind of disappointed with the incense sticks, but the incense sticks for me are always hit or miss because of the fact that I don't really like perfumey smells. So those are always kind of 50-50 for me. But yeah, like I said, I liked the oil. I like the artwork. I like the necklace. I like the Amazonite. It's just the incense and the chakra item being those chime candles that kind of, you know, bring the value down of the box for me. It's still worth the money considerably, especially how much a lot of these other boxes cost. But like I said, I am a little bit disappointed, so I'm not going to hide that from you guys because I always want to give you my honest opinion. But again, leave in the comments down below what you guys thought. I think my favorite item might actually be the oil this month. Either that or the Amazonite heart. I like both of those items. Yeah, I would have preferred it to be a rough stone, but I still really like it. I don't have a ton of Amazonite either. I think I've only got 1 or 2 pieces, so I'm always happy to add more to my collection. But yes, leave down below what you guys thought of this. I would love to hear you guys' opinion, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!